Picture the evening of February 26, 1979, in Washington, D.C. The photograph, taken by John Whitman for Washington Dossier, captures a lively cocktail party hosted by Steve Martindale, an attorney and entrepreneur born in the late 1940s, putting him around 30 at the time. He delighted in blending politics, Hollywood, and high society, and on this particular night he was honoring Virginia Graham, the talk show pioneer known for Girl Talk, who was about 66 and promoting her new autobiography, If I Made It, So Can You. Nearby stood Betty Beale, society columnist for the Washington Star, approximately 63 then, renowned for her incisive coverage of DC's upper crust. Martindale was famous for his sly guest list maneuvers, leveraging big names to entice even bigger ones. Rumor had it he'd assure one influential guest that Henry Kissinger was planning to attend, then whisper about a Hollywood star like Grace Jones or Dolph Lundgren to Kissinger himself. Though it helped his gatherings achieve legendary status, the tactic also drew scrutiny. Sally Quinn of the Washington Post wrote a memorable piece calling him a flashy social climber. Still, Martindale's talent for corralling power players extended to philanthropy, where he supported causes such as Wolf Trap and maintained a close friendship with Elizabeth Taylor, who would sometimes headline his events. Betty Beale's presence guaranteed newspaper coverage, as she was known for vividly depicting who had gained or lost favor in the city's social hierarchy. After the Washington Star closed in 1981, she continued publishing in various outlets until her death in 1993. Virginia Graham, meanwhile, showcased the connection between old Hollywood glamour and Washington society. Having risen to prominence in the 1960s, she maintained her seat in the talk show universe into the early 1980s, eventually passing away in 1998 at age 86. By weaving Washington's political elite with the celebrity cloud of Hollywood, Martindale offered a novel spin on the capital's social scene. He challenged the genteel traditions of DC's old guard, injecting a dose of theatrical showmanship that enthralled some attendees and put others on edge. Although his star began to fade in the early 1980s, and he is believed to have died of AIDS in the late 1980s, he left behind a legacy of creative, sometimes provocative party-making. Press accounts like those found in the Washington Post's Sally Quinn's columns and the New York Times' Betty Beale's obituary record how a single event could shape the social narrative in a city where influence was everything.